A new shiny Pokemon is being released that will be one of the rarest in the entire world. This is going down on the Carnival of Love event, happening on Tuesday, February 13th at 10 o'clock a.m. to Thursday, February 15th at 8 o'clock p.m. local time. This is a very, very quick event, and this is basically the annual Valentine's Day event, so be prepared for a lot of, pink Pokemon. And again, this event is fast, and that factors into the strategy of the shiny. Now, the bonuses will be very candy focused, which is typically always the case, and they will be increased chance of receiving XL candy when walking with your buddy, and 2 guaranteed XL candy for evolving a Pokemon. So it's going to be incredibly important to walk a meta-relevant Pokemon as your buddy, like a Larvitar or a freaking Salamence. Not really that, but whatever Pokemon, like a legendary maybe. And also another big meta-relevant tip is to save meta-relevant Pokemon that you're out in the wild catching right now, and then take those, wait, evolve them during this event, and then obviously evolve meta-relevant Pokemon and everything that you catch during the event as well for the extra XL candies. But the big question is, what are the meta-relevant Pokemon spawning during the Carnival of Love? Well, they will be Snubbull, Skitty, Luvdisc, Red Flower Flabébé, Blue Flower Flabébé, Yellow Flower Flabébé, which spawn in different regions in the world. Red in Europe, Middle East, and Africa, blue in Asia Pacific, and yellow in the Americas. Then we've got Furfrou, Bailey-style Oricorio, Pom-Pom-style Oricorio, Pau-style Oricorio, Sensu-style Oricorio, which will all be spawning in their respective regions, Stuffle, Quaxley, and if you're lucky, Roselia, White Flower Flabébé, and Orange Flower Flabébé. And yes, there are some new shinies included in this. We'll talk about that in a second. But first, which Pokemon of these should you focus on catching due to meta relevancy, especially for that extra XL candy? Well, none of them. None at all. There are no meta-relevant Pokemon spawning in the wild, except really for Roselia. Mainly because its evolution Roserade is a top grass-type Pokemon in Pokemon GO, so definitely worth the XL candy, but everything else is just kind of whatever. But that doesn't mean the field research has nothing inside of it, because the field research will be rewarding encounters with Snubbull, Roselia, Spinda with a heart pattern, which only comes once a year during the Valentine's Day event, so definitely try to get that shiny if you can. Also Clamperl, Luvdisc, Furfrou, and Stuffle. And there will be a collection challenge that gives you an encounter with Roserade, actually, along with XP and Stardust. And okay, what about this super rare shiny that's coming out? For starters, we've got Heart Trim Furfrou back in the game, which basically, the way to get this is you change your Furfrou form into Heart form, and you can only do that during these event hours pretty much once per year. So if you do end up getting a shiny Furfrou, which is like a ridiculously rare shiny, definitely form change it to the Heart form if you can, while you can, because it's a once a year shiny possibility. And speaking of rare shinies, Shiny Oricorio is coming out for the first time during this event. This one specifically is going to be one of the rarest shinies in the world, and one of the hardest to collect in the entire game because it has 4 different types, or forms, and they're all regional and they all can be shiny. You've got Bailey-style Oricorio in Europe, Middle East, and Africa, Pom-Pom style in the Americas, Pau-style Oricorio appearing in African, Asian, Pacific, and Caribbean islands kind of around the world, and then Sensu-style Oricorio appearing in the Asia Pacific region. Now, unfortunately, these will not be spawning globally during the event, so you're going to have to hunt your regional shiny, which I would definitely recommend doing, because even though these do spawn technically in your area, my area, they're really hard to find. And getting all these shinies is going to be an impossible goal for all shiny hunters, myself included, because again, these are regional. And that's actually not the only new thing coming out during this event. On Wednesday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, we're gonna have Elite Raids back in Pokemon GO with the brand new Incarnate form Enamorous. Kind of a waste of the Elite Raids used to be so good. Not to complain too much, but well, these Elite Raids will be happening on February 14th at these specific times. 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 5 p.m., and 6 p.m. local time. And once you defeat an Elite Raid for 30 minutes around the gym will be spawns of Clefairy, Jigglypuff, Snubbull, Tailo, Woobat, Emolga, Rufflet, Fletchling, Spritzy, and Swirlix. Out of these spawns, nothing super duper meta relevant other than, well, not meta relevant, but Rufflet is a really, really rare shiny, and definitely a kind of a more like egg and raid shiny Pokemon, so to have this spawning in the wild is just great, so definitely hunt that if you can. And right now in Pokemon GO, we have these beasts, Megalodios and Megalodios are back, and they're fantastic. So here's how to take these bad boys down. Starting with Mega Latios for the 100%, which we're battling right now. The 100% catch CPs will be 2178 and 2738 weather boosted by windy weather. Because it's a dragon and psychic, it's weak to a ton of things, including bug, rock, dragon, fairy, ghost, and ice. So the Pokemon you'll want to use against this include Mega Rayquaza, Hydreigon, Rayquaza, Giratina Origin Form, Haxorus, and Dialga, which, okay, I used the recommended party. I know I'm not supposed to. My bad, I wasn't paying attention. And then Mega Latios is the same thing. You're going to want to use the same counters, except the 100% IV catch CP for Mega Latios is 2006 non-weather boosted and 2507 weather boosted. So that's the difference between those two. And then there's actually a big difference when it comes to the meta, because one is much more useful than the other. In the Dragon type Mega Latios is a top 5 overall Dragon type in Pokemon Go, while Mega Latios is a top 10 type. So Latios, just a bit better. And pretty much the same thing as a Psychic type Pokemon, with Mega Latios being a top 5 Psychic type and Mega Latios being a top 10. But remember, these are Megas, so they are super duper useful, and Mega Latios and Latios are both Psychic and Dragon, which means if you're using Megas to basically boost XL Candy and Candy catching, this one specific Mega Legendary can boost for 2 typings, and 2 very useful typings, so it's a great one to have. I have like 8 max level Mega Latios and Latios. Alright, boom. Latios is down. Fantastic. Let's shiny hunt. From this, we get 13,000 XP. Remember, it's boosted XP for catching because it's a Mega Legendary raid. I have max Mega Energy for these guys, and no shiny. 2135. That is not good IVs. Okay, well, oh, but check this. Hold on, let me catch this. Oh my god, I caught it. This was the second to last ball on a terrible throw. That was so annoying. Okay, I thought that was gone for sure. Well, that's good. What's better is the fact that I caught, wait for it, my Go Plus is going to go, I got this. In the raid before I filmed this video, I got a shiny Latios from one of these mega raids, which is actually why I ended up filming this part of the video. I'm at the new office, and it's absolutely cracked because we get so many spawns and raids, so I'm just kind of like Go Plusing and raiding all day. So I'm getting a lot more cool things. Okay, well, that's what's going on in Pokemon Go. Hope you're excited for the Valentine's Day weekend and the Elite raids, which should be okay. Good luck on your raids. See you in the next video.